So hi guys, welcome to today on Princess Anu TV, and here you have pilot Anu, aka Princess Anu. So I'm going to be talking to you guys on the total cost, or the cost basically, of the SFO course, which is the flight operation course. It's also called flight dispatchers course. It's also called the standard flight operation course. It's also called ground pilots course. Like, people have different names to call it. Just in case you hear of any of this is what we're talking about: flight dispatch, standard flight operation, or people we call ground pilot. So I'm going to be telling you how much it costs basically to start the course and to do it here in Nigeria, and specifically here in NCAT. I've done some research. I've asked some few of my friends that have done the course. Yes, and shout out to them, shout out to Josh, shout out to Nafi. Yeah, so I have asked them concerning this course, and I am here to say, because somebody was asking me how much is it going to cost to do the course. And before I go into the cost of everything, I want to say this: I always advise that if you don't have the money to actually start your flight training, you can actually go into any of these aviation courses and later come back and do your flight training. You can even get money for this, or you can even find sponsorship for any of these courses, like through any of these courses, and now come back to do flight training. So it's always a win-win. Don't just stay idle and not do anything. Make sure you get into the industry, start something, then you can find your way around it. So we are going to be going deep into it. So just in case you've not subscribed before we go in, please do me that favor: click on the subscribe button and click on the bell, so that whenever I post just anything on the channel, you'll be able to see it. So first of all, I'm going to be starting from the cost it takes to buy the form. I always start from there, because that's always the first process. Before you even start looking for the school fees, you need to first buy the form. Most people that I've asked, they bought the form in the school, they didn't buy it online. I know for flying, most people buy online. Like me, I bought online. But for this flight operation course, or standard flight operations course, or flight dispatch course, it is best you go to the school to buy it, so that you can have more information on when the next course is starting. You can know which sets. You always meet a particular batch currently doing the course, so it's always good that you go. You can even meet people, interact with them, you can even get materials from them. A lot of things you have to benefit if you go to the school to buy the form. So I'm going to advise, go to the school to buy the form, and the cost for buying the form is 11,000 naira. I am not, as at the time I'm making this video, that's the information I've gotten. The cost to buy the form is 11,000, but it's always best you check on the school's website, or you also go to the school to make your findings. This is not an official site for any school. I'm only giving my own opinions. So these are my opinions. I need to leave that disclaimer. What someone to come and say, Princess Anu said is so amount, why are you saying this? Please always find it from the right sources. I'm just telling you based on the information I've gotten, how much they say the cost, the buying of the form cost. Another thing is that you don't have to pay for medicals. So they don't do medicals, not like us as flying students. We do medicals, even cabin crew, they do medicals. But standard flight operation, no medicals, so you don't have to pay for medicals. So that one is free. Basically, you don't do medicals. Then the school fees is 700, and let's say approximately 750,000. Like I said, it's always best go to the school, confirm this amount. Yes, I'm only giving you findings that I have made, an approximate figure. So this is the school fees on its own is 750,000 naira. And obviously you're not flying, so no flight kits. Just like if it's a flying student, you have to pay for flight kit, but in this case you're not flying, so no flight kit. But another thing I want you to note here is that you are going to be going for OJT during the period of the course. The course always lasts for, I think, about 6 months in NCAT, and you're going to be going for OJT during that 6 months. And OJT is called on-the-job training. And during your period of going for that on-the-job training, the school is going to be paying you. I know, yes, this is part a lot of people like. They're like, I'm going to be paid, blah blah blah, and all that. Yeah, they're going to pay you. Yes, they're going to pay you, but they are basically giving you the money you would have spent on the campus for your accommodation and your feeding. But another good thing I want you to also see from it is that the school is going to connect you with airlines. So you have to go to a certain airline. Like some people will go to Arik, some people will go to Aero, some people will go to Asman, some people will go to Max Air, some people will go to Cavatin, some people will go to Bristow, and some of these airlines, you will be attached to them officially from the school. And when you're attached to them officially from the school, these airlines might also pay you. Boom, another payment. Yeah. Okay, yeah, these airlines might also pay you. And when they pay you, another good thing I can see from this is that you will have a good relationship with them. If you're a good person, of course, you're going to have a very good relationship with these people, that when you're done with your training in the standard flight operation, when you're done with your course, you can go back to these airlines and get a job. That is why it's more easier for standard flight operation people to actually get a job, or even engineers, because they go for something we call OJT, on the job training, which we as flying students do not go for. Because when you have the opportunity to go for OJT, you meet the management, you are in the you're already in the airline setting, just that you're not officially employed as staff, but at least you are on the job training with them, and so you get to understand one or two things are from them. So you get to meet top managerial people, you get to meet your flight operations people, you get to meet pilots, you get to meet a lot of other persons. So it's a good thing. In that regard, you're going to be adding. Another thing is, why I'm looking down is because I wrote the costing of all these things. You know, when it has to do with figures, you have to be exact and you don't have to make mistakes as concerns that. So another thing is, of course, you don't need a flight kit, you don't need medicals, and you don't need, these are some of the things that we as flight students we need. You don't actually need those things. And I know that school is going to be giving you your bag, you're not going to pay for bags, they're going to be giving you materials and all those things. You don't have to pay for all those things. So this is the total cost. So if we plus 11,000 you're going to use to buy the form, and let's say you come for exams, let's say you spend transportation from wherever you're coming from to come for the exams, and even to move into the school, the total amount is approximately, let's say, 800,000. So 800,000 naira, not dollars. Please now convert our naira to dollars for you to get the figure, in case you're coming from another place. But let's say the total figure approximately for everything you're going to need, including your transportation to the school premises and everything, is going to be 800,000 naira. Now, in this 800,000, or in the 750 approximately that you're going to be paying for your school fees, your accommodation is there and your feeding is also there. And don't forget, I said before that the school is going to be paying you. Yeah, I just need to put all these things on the table so that you get to understand how it goes. Don't think that, okay, you still come, you still pay for feeding, you still pay for accommodation. No, everything is all included in that fee that you're going to be paying. And trust me, if you come to a place like NCAT, it's a very good place. You're going to be well recommended, because their teaching is top notch, their teaching is standard, is always standard. They have very, very good instructors. I'm not trying to sell them. Yes, I went to the school, but I'm just telling you the way it is, because I've interacted with a lot of persons that have gone through that standard flight operation, and they are so good, and most of them are employed. In fact, the person that gave me this information concerning the school fees and everything, person is currently in Max Air. So a lot of things that you're going to gain even while going through. So I hope this video has helped you to know the total cost and everything. Just in case you have any questions or anything you don't understand, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know your displeasure, let me know what you don't understand, let me know where you're finding a little bit difficult to get what I've said, so that I can do more explanation. I hope this helps. It's better you start from somewhere. If you want to start from being a cabin crew, if you want to start from being a flight dispatcher, if you want to start from being even just a marshal, or you want to start from being an aircraft maintenance engineer, anyway, it's always good to start before you can say, okay, I'm getting to my dreams. So I hope this helps. Catch you guys till we meet next time on the same channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Bye.